Hey there YouTube. Today I want to show you all this 1992 Lincoln Town Car with 48,000 miles. And yeah, 48,000 miles. This one happens to be the Executive Series, which is the entry model. Signature Series being the mid-range, Cartier being top of the line. This is the second year of this model. The first, which was in 90, 97 being the last of this body style. There was a midlife refresh in 95 though, with headlamps, taillights, grille, the interior, and minor updates to the engine too. I can't believe that this thing has 48,000 miles. It's in great shape, not even a bit of rust anywhere. It's as if the previous owner only used it to go to the latrine or something. Check out those BBS style wheels, possibly a dealership add-on because I don't believe these came standard with that. I know from 90 to 92, town cars came standard with hubcaps, believe it or not, or those turbine style wheels that kind of look weird and had that circular center cap in the middle. The back is looking good too, just a minor battle scar on the corner of that bumper, but other than that, the body's just perfect. Yeah, I grew up on so many town cars. I lost count of all the town cars my father bought for business purposes. I'd say it was in the hundreds. But anyway, styling-wise, car wasn't as boxy or sharp as Cadillacs, which were the true definition of a box. This one was more rounded. Let me unlatch the trunk. Possibly one of the largest trunks that he could ever ask for. You can fit multiple bodies here. This was the Mafia's car of choice for that reason, along with the fact that this car has air suspension or air ride, so no matter how much weight you put in this car, it would maintain level because this thing doesn't have coil springs. It has rubber air springs that inflate with air. The spare tire should have been mounted up there, not thrown down here. A little donut. Some of these came with full-size spare. The jack is up there too. Yeah, I mean, you could literally take off that lid and fill this thing up with water and make it a tub. This trunk lid is also assisted, so you don't necessarily need to slam it. It's recommended that you don't slam it. All you have to do is just make sure it latches on, and it pulls itself down. Keyless entry, 5-digit code. Last two press together, lock the car, and after you press the combination, it only unlocks the driver door. Press the second button, and it would unlock all the other doors, and press the third, it will unlatch the trunk. Of course, that's after you enter the combination. And a look at the interior, again, the Executive Series style seats over here. Signature Series had much more comfortable seats, and so did the Cartier, which looked better too. But it's in need of conditioning. Other than that, it's in great shape. Materials on the door panel, everything you put your hands on is soft to the touch. Armrests, sides, down here too. It's a very plush carpet. If anything, it's just as plush as the carpet you'd use in your house. Power mirrors, window lock, all four windows. I don't think it has auto down. It wasn't available yet. At least I don't think it was. Door locks and adjustment to the driver's seat. More thigh support and etc. And for the backrest, this handle. And since this door doesn't have a door pocket, you have this other little pouch right there, and you can store things too. This car doesn't have a key fob, just an aftermarket alarm. I believe the key fob began being offered in 93. I could be mistaken. You hear that? That's the compressor pumping air to the rear suspension. The anti-lock brake light is on, so there could be a fault with that, or just that the sensor is dirty. Yeah, this is the second production year of the Ford 4.6, 91 being the first. And it's amazing how Ford produced this engine almost identically for almost 2 decades. It's been a very good engine, just that the first few years were mild smokers, such as the 91 to 95 models. 96 they somewhat corrected it, 98 they did a much better job. It was just gradually improved, but reliability-wise, these were excellent engines. Now, back in the day, this was literally one of the most comfortable cars that you could ever buy. These seats are very plush, though the Executives weren't as comfortable as the Signature. They're not bolstered, they're more flat than anything. The Signature Series had bolsterings here on the backrest, and so did the bottom section of the seat too. Those were so comfortable. These massive armrests that tilt down. Lots of thigh support though, it's not lacking at all. The legroom, which is just great, though there is a massive transmission hump, but again, lots of legroom still. I just noticed this thing has 5 digits, so it's possible that this thing has 148,000 miles, but since this car's in great condition, I can believe that 48,000 mile figure. So who knows, I'll just use 48,000 for the time being. Interior quality wasn't top notch, but it wasn't that bad for an American car. The entire dashboard is soft to the touch. You can see how I can just press down on the dashboard, everything's just padded. This fake plastic wood trim here, I always thought this looked gross. Rear defogger, this is for the fuel filler lid. Yep. The automatic climate control, the clock. The glove box down here, it's not damped. It really wasn't a thing to have a damped glove box. It's pretty large, and it remained the same even until the final year of the Panther cars. Unlatch the trunk. The cigarette lighter. Radio only has cassette. And the ashtray, of course, and the coin holder. Steering wheel isn't leather wrapped, it's not thick either, it's very skinny. Cruise control, the horn, the hazards, the 4-speed automatic, turn signal lever, that's where the instrument speed wipers are, headlamps you pull to turn them on, panel dim function, and to turn on the interior lighting you click it this direction. Automatic headlamps, and this is auto dim. Now what this is, you can leave the high beams on and the car will automatically click on the low beams when a car is approaching at night. Under the rearview mirror, which isn't on the glass right now, it's on the seat over here, this little camera is that sensor. So yeah, that pretty much adjusts the sensitivity. The headliner is just so cushiony. Sun visors too, they're very thick, mirror and vanity light, and you could dim it down if you wish. The map lights, and of course the driver's side sun visor with the mirror and vanity light. Back seat, very roomy, you can tell why taxis love these cars. Qualities on the door panels identicals up front, nothing changes though. You don't have that pouch. These lids always break though. Lighter and ashtray. This car has 3 lighters in total. Everything looking very clean. We have the armrest here. Very comfortable back seat though. Thigh support does lack somewhat because these seats aren't that high off the ground and they're so soft that you somewhat sink into it, and so thigh support begins to lack in that case. Single overhead cam, 4.6 liter V8. It's been a very reliable engine, 190 horsepower. Engine's running smooth. Just hear a heat shield rattling under the car. It's very smooth though. I do believe that 48,000 mile figure. The engine's just a whisper. Can't barely hear it. That's one thing about these cars, they also have a very quiet ride too. So guys, I just wanted to give you all a little tour of this Lincoln. I don't remember doing a tour of this generation. Possibly a 90 model, but that was with my old camera. Now on a side note, the Lincoln Town Car was just discontinued, I think 2011 being the final year, unfortunately. Such a great and solid car, but Ford totally neglected the thing for so many years. It departed having this same exact engine, transmission, platform, and etc. They just left it so dated. Of course, they did minor updates, but that was the configuration, and that was just so unfortunate. But anyways, YouTube, thanks for watching, and hope you all enjoyed the tour of this Lincoln Town Car.